Empty fluid tanks would need my drone. And while it may look... Not happy with that. Platform. Okay. Land on the pole. Okay, so I'm intrigued by the idea of similar to a game I have where there's platforms on the sides coming up for the tower, doing that for the drone ports. I'm intrigued by that idea. I think I like the drone ports being on top better. Less chance of them running into the building. I don't like the aesthetics of them running into the building. I know there's no physical damage. I don't want them running into the building. So I'm going to hold off on the empty canisters because I don't have the raw material coming in yet. Because it needs coming from via drone port. Or the empty fluid tank, sorry. So I think... I'm ready for my first finished product. So let's do... iron rebar. I need 5 machines for that. Three, 4, 5 machines making my iron rebar. Let's go ahead and do the stun rebar. That's 2 machines. Electrocutes the target on impact, stunning it for a short time. I like it. And then shatter rebar needs 4 machines. And there's our shotguns. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13 machines on the floor. I could probably fit more. Let's fit the explosive rebar also on here. And just be done with the rebar. So this would be exploding rebar. Close the rebar. Done. Yes. So the rebar is on one floor with the containers and the crystal oscillators. So that's my rebar floor. Okay, Nobelisks are next. I want 4 of these. Just with the bare bones down to earth. Nobelisk. Gas Nobelisk is 2 machines. I don't know how good they are, but I want to be able to produce them. Maybe they're awesome. That will get to be impressed. Cluster Nobelisk. So this one comes in and explodes on impact, blasting out in a pattern as well around it. And then Pulse Nobelisk. 2 of these. Pulse Nobelisk. And then Novelist here? No. Just right here? I haven't unlocked it. Fair enough. Nuke Nobelisk is indeed a manufacturer. Iron rebar, stone rebar is done, shadow rebar is done, explosive rebar is done, Nobelisk is done, gas Nobelisk is done, cluster Nobelisk is done, pulse Nobelisk is done. So that's for future nuke Nobelisks. Okay, so let's go up a level. Okay, hold on. What would happen if I were to liquid fuel, reverse those two. this recipe. So I don't even need that one. Except for the fact that I need to bring up some water to that level. But this level here, just a lot shorter. That could easily be the roof. Now, I think I'm gonna go one higher. Just so I have a bit of space above my blenders in case I wanted to create any kind of walking area. But I think I'm gonna do that. 1, 2. So if I did that, it's not happy. Okay, so there's that floor. How many do I set this apart? Five. Let's put that in here. I need a floor. Nope. Okay. big. This is on part 4. This is the logistics floor. It wouldn't likely be that big, but I should have done it instead. Okay. So I'm super looking forward to tomorrow. We're going to be playing Blood on the Clock Tower at work, after work. After work. And I made a custom script for it that I'm actually rather proud of. It is Halloween hijinks. With the theme being twofold. All the characters on the script had to be something that you could reasonably see somebody dressed up as at a Halloween costume party. So, like, somebody dressed up as a demonic creature, could be the imp, could be the puka. Somebody dressed up as a zombie, could be the Zombool from the characters. Somebody dressed up as a soldier. I could see somebody dressed up as a banshee. I could see somebody dressed up as a witch. So I picked characters that I could reasonably see somebody dressed up as. Factor 2 when deciding which characters to include. They had to be beginner-friendly characters. I didn't want anything crazy, no wild and difficult to understand abilities. Did I look at a lot of the interactions? Not really. Not really. I made sure that I had some drunkenness. I got plenty of drunkenness. And I made sure that I had some outsider manipulation. I went with the Baron originally. I ended up going with Godfather after a suggestion from the Discord from somebody in another one of these groups, only because I like the idea of a costume for the Godfather better. The Godfather could add or subtract an outsider, and the what else? The Godfather also hides or gives an excuse for a second death at night compared to the grandmother and there's no gossip. This juggler doesn't die at night. There's a second good player that can die at night besides the grandmother. Oh, let's see. No, we'll look at that script again. Moonchild. Moonchild. When you learn that you died, publicly choose one alive player. Tonight, if it was a good player, they die. Moonchild is kind of like a gypsy. So, in fact, I want to say that the original thought around the Moonchild was a gypsy, but they decided not to go with that because it was too many negative connotations or too many negative thoughts behind that type of a character. So I'm excited about that. Okay. Remove this floor. I think it's in the wrong spot. And it's easy enough to rebuild. One, three, four. Come on. Five. That's in the wrong spot. So yeah, that's my plan for tomorrow. I did decide to splurge a bit. I'm encouraging people to dress up. And my current plan for dressing up is going to be just to have a pitchfork with me. I'll probably use it as my storyteller poker stick. So it's good to have something I can lightly tap somebody with on the shoulder to wake them up. So yeah, that's what I'm going to use that for. Okay. And then, what else? I think that, I think that my decked out's going well. I did run into a problem where the players are not getting their decks back to them. And that's a problem for me. They need to get their deck back, guaranteed. So, how many of these do I need? Two, just two. So my issue with it is the fact that so if I have, so I've got the deck coming in, let's do this, coming around the corner, and then it's like unloading here, right? Then afterwards, the cards and everything spit out and go down this long line. Where they're sorted out. And then at the end of that line, there's a spot for the deck to briefly become real again. And then it comes back over to, say, here-ish, flowing through. So basically, water stream to the deck loader or unloader, water stream through the filters for the cards. The deck goes into its own spot. Water stream back, and then over here, all the cards are underneath here. They're being picked up after they've been filtered out and sorted and counted and everything, and they're going in their own water stream back to this same spot. So the shulker box and the cards are going into one location. My problem is the deck is not making it back. The box is not making it back. So the cards are making it here, but the box isn't. Now, usually, the box makes it here and it's fine. If the box doesn't make it here, then that means that the cards are sitting here waiting for that box that never comes. Where's that? Need my cards. And worst case scenario, next player comes along, even though, hey, I'm missing my cards, and they get all these extra cards. Hey, what do you know? I got an extra deck for the cards. I don't like that. I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some smart logic that if the deck, after the game is over, if the deck doesn't come back in a timely fashion, which I think takes about 30 seconds is all. Once I hit that signal, it should take about 30 seconds to come back. If it doesn't see a positive response within that time frame, I want it to eject another deck, another box, to go there and pick up those cards. I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this method at all, but it'll get the job done. And that's what I need. It'll keep my players happy. And then Thursday night, I've got Starfinder. The players are currently on the city of Alluvion, where they are trying to solve the problem why the drift is down, and they're starting to get some of the politics. They're starting to hear some of what's going on there. I don't know how much they're understanding of what's going on, but they're getting some of the politics. Is this in a refinery? Or is this in a blender? It's in a blender. Check myself here. It's in a blender. Turbo rifle. You are done. You are done. Okay, so then let's have let's do the gas filters, or the filters. How many of these are you? Make 2 of these. And then 3 of them. For the iodine infused filters. And then the portable miners are cheap. I'm going to shove them right there. Oop. That takes care of gas filters, iodine infused filters, portable miner. Okay.